So, I did a live stream on both YouTube and Twitch of Roccia's character trailer and story quest. While her character had a more minor role in Rinascita's 2.0 main quest, how she was presented made me more interested in her than her initial marketing prior to the update. With that being said, here's my reaction and character analysis of Roccia's trailer. So, let's jump on in here. I'm probably going to be quieter probably the first time running through it, and then we'll kind of jump back in and look at things. So let's see what we got here.
Everything the light touches will be yours.
Gaze all around on a realm of pure creation. But a sky of gloom bears witness as the bells of the convent chime. All you once had made is proof now of your crime. Run, though you've got no destination. Run, though you might not get away. You can only guess how far your feet will go, but you know what happens. Yes, you know what happens if you stay. Drawn to a hope in the distant scene, escape is an endless road. Send up a prayer that some good comes from the eager seeds you've sowed. But the final die is cast. The end is coming fast. There's a rebel anthem rising. Come, join the ranks and storm the stage. It's the final act before the curtain call. Let the dance keep going. Paint on canvas flowing. Let the song keep rolling on the page.
When the spotlight graces the stage once more, we shall return.
There's definitely some interesting stuff to look at here. The music is amazing, and there's so much in like the actual lyrics. I feel like I would legitimately need some time to analyze the lyrics to catch a lot of the things that are being referenced there. And just some of the visuals being referenced right away, right? There's so many references to like various movies and things. Obviously, this is Lion King. Everything the light touches will be yours. Some of this stuff, like, I just want to stop for a minute and kind of look through some of these paintings here, because I'm sure there's references to like classic films or plays that I am not going to get. This looks like right here, like a sort of star-crossed lovers kind of a thing right here, like a Romeo and Juliet kind of a situation. But also notice that it's her and Pero throughout all of the opening things. And it's pretty much just her and Pero throughout a lot of it.
On a realm of pure creation.
The realm of pure creation. When I was hearing this, I was thinking realm of pure imagination, which I'm pretty sure is Willy Wonka. We get to see, like, again, all of the stage people here, her and Pero kind of in the middle. There are a lot of shouts out to classical and Renaissance paintings. Think about it, the references to classical art and the classical music and stuff. It's obviously a nod to just like the history of stage performances and the arts. These are the Troupe of Fools here. And this is an interesting thing, the Troupe of Fools, from a literary analysis, because you see this idea of fools being the characters who are actually the wise ones throughout literature in multiple different cultures. Shakespeare does it. King Lear is a good example. The tragedy of King Lear has a fool who very much is sort of the wise character, but is presented as like the court fool. A lot of East Asian literature will do it with the sort of the fool sage, the guy on the side of the road who pretends to be a babbling moron, but turns out to be this great sage kind of a character. Rinascita does it with its main story with the Troupe of Fools. They are the ones who are in the right. And of course, again, they're fools, but obviously referring to other Italian theater and stuff too. And I swear, like, all of these things coming to life just kind of reminds me of, like, Beauty and the Beast, honestly. It's very theatrical.
But a sky of gloom bears witness as the bells of the convent chime. All you once had made is proof now of your crime.
And think of the lines there as well. All once you made is proof now of your crime. Like, think about this in the terms of the story of Rinascita. These are the people who put on performances. And if you remember from the story, sometimes these playwrights, these actors would put on performances criticizing the leadership. And under the Holy Maiden, reform would be made from that.
Some performers wove their critiques into their acts. Sharp as she was, the Holy Maiden noticed. She refined city policy with each whisper of dissent.
But after if Enrico takes over, then the pilgrimage starts being used to exile people. So all of this stuff that they did, all of these arts that were banished by the order after Fenrico takes control, now is proof of the Troupe of Fools' crime for their exile. And this is an interesting thing, right? Because this is all the people getting like eaten by the paintings and everything. And then later on, we get this, which we get all of the, again, the very theatrical running and the music.
You've got to know destination.
This as well, like, where are they going? They're exiled. They can't go anywhere. They can't escape. They have literally no nation. The entirety of Rinascita has abandoned them. So, like, the connection to their stories there. Very musical, like, with the, I know this is going to sound stupid. Wow, the music is musical. But no, it's very much like it's from some sort of musical. This, again, with, like, the brooms and everything, it reminds me of Beauty and the Beast when the whole, like, castle and all of the things comes alive. We see here also Roccia.
That's how far your feet will go, but you know what?
Roccia, once again, doing what she does in the actual game when we get to play her during the little trial during the main story. And obviously now that she's out during the trial as well. So we get to see her just go whoosh, smash. So very much doing that. Keeping in line with the other trailers of recent where they're showing the character's fighting style. She doesn't break bridges, though, but that'd be pretty cool if we had that. This part, which is interesting, because this, again, now they're at the penitent's end.
In the distant scene, escape is an endless road.
These are the people, it says, drawn to hope. I'm going to go back here. Drawn to a hope in the distant scene, escape is an endless road. Like, this is the people who went forward, perhaps, with the penitents, with the pilgrim, because we know what happens to them in the end. we've seen in the Sonorosphere the sunken ships of the pilgrims. If you go around Penitence End, you can find multiple crashed ships, and you know the people who actually do go up to the top of that mountain get killed by the dragon. So this could easily be referencing that. They sit there and they follow this hope of redemption, but they're not being redeemed. All of these people are becoming these pebbles that line the beach here. Very beautiful ones as well, but possibly again just referencing the beautiful hopes of the people. And we get this interesting part with Roccia kind of losing herself to the same thing, to the despair. And then we hear Pero and then Roccia, you hear various voices, one of which I'm 99% sure is Brant. So this idea of her not being alone anymore, because throughout most of this, we've seen her be alone. It's just her and Pero, even in the acting scenes. It's her and Pero, and then we only see her with other people here looking up at these pictures that are quote unquote proof of their crimes, likely referencing that these other people were the people sent on the pilgrimage with her, who then died, and she was probably the only one who made it out of her pilgrimage. I don't think Brant was necessarily on the same pilgrimage as Roccia. I'm assuming, considering what's happening here and the voices, that Brant probably came first, had already been involved in establishing the base at Penitence End, and then was able to save this girl. And then we get, her with Pero. And now we get to see what can only possibly be Roccia being late for a plane and needing to get through the TSA to get onto the plane. Because my lord, I just imagining her running with this suitcase through an airport, just whacking people out of the way. Metal detectors, screenings. Nope. We got a flight to board. But again, kind of similar to, I don't actually know if she does this. Does she do this? Does she do this in her actual animation? The spinny thing with the arms, like Camellia almost? I know she goes up in the air and comes down, which we saw. She basically turns into a trampoline. But I don't know if she does the spinny thing. I don't recall that. Also, again, lyrics, we have, there's a rebel anthem rising. Well, that would be the Troupe of Fools, who, again, makes me believe Brant had already been there and picks her up and brings her to be part of this rebel anthem that's rising. We get to see that rebellion happening in the 2.0 story. So, once again, highlighting that again. Again, ranks and storm the stage being rinascita. So very much referencing that. Yeah, we do see some of her, jumping things. Yep, because she's very much just up in the air, jump. And then we have this, which is the pebbles of all the people who seemingly have perished on this pilgrimage. The memories of them. Though, of course, not all of them. Is this. Now, maybe the question is, did they perish? Because it shows Brant and them there. Did these people who became these specters perish? I want to say yes, but maybe it's just saying that they disappeared from the memory of those at Rinascita to become these Troupe of Fools, these unknown people. Because the past laureate, what's his name, Bernardino or something like that? I can't remember his exact name. It says something about how he's going to fade from history and just become this enigmatic figure that nobody really knows about.
Even if I can't earn myself a proper title, I'll become Rinascita's most enigmatic legend.
And maybe that's what's being referenced here with the fading away into obscurity. But here we then get actual picture, all of the fools and everything. which really then just highlights again the close-knit nature of this troupe. Kuro did a good job at weaving Roccia's character into the character of the Fools troupe while making it an allegorical play on the general story of Rinascita so far. The plentiful references to classical arts throughout the trailer helps highlight that the Troupe of Fools stands for freedom of expression in all of its forms, and Roccia, being a member, does as well. Since this is me speaking from the future, I can say that all in all I found this trailer to be even better at conveying Roccia's character than her own story quest did. Kuro is definitely doing well with these trailers for showcasing the characters, their movesets, and, more importantly, their personalities. If you want to see the full, unedited reaction to both this trailer and Roccia's story quest, it'll be linked here. Thank you for watching.